believe all the cases are just transferred. Unfortunately, many of them will need to be transferred back. We do have solicitors here in the courtroom today. If you would like to negotiate or speak with them today, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. If you cannot work something out today, we're going to have to return these cases to the division judge. As many of you know, ORCA's coming to an end. If you are a defendant in a case, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. If you would like to make application for a public defender, we will let you know how to accomplish that today if you choose to do that. Let me go ahead and call the calendar. We have a very large calendar this morning, so be patient with the court. We'll get to everyone before the calendar concludes. Position number one, Jamar Anthony. Okay. Position number two, Mark Aslam.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Farnsworth for Mr. Aslam. We'd ask that that be set for jury trial.
Okay. We'll return it to the division for jury trial.
May he be excused?
Yes. You all have a good rest of your day. Position number three, Miriam Bailey. Miriam Bailey. I'll give her until the end of the calendar to appear. Position four, Nigel Baker. This is Ms. Rockwell's case. We'll see if we can raise Ms. Rockwell this morning. Okay. As such, it'll be returned to the division. Thank you. Position five, Yamina Baker.
Your Honor, that would be our case. I don't know if she's present or not. I do not have any contact information for her.
Okay. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Good morning, Mr. Dad.
Good morning.
Position six, Nathan Baldy. Where are you? Yes, good morning, Mr. Baldy. Have you heard from Mr. Majeski?
No, sir.
When did you last try him?
They texted me and told me to be here today.
He said he'd be here?
Told me to be here.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, Mr. Baldy. We'll be with you. Position number seven, Timothy Baldwin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zachary North from Mr. Baldwin. We just received a copy of the accusation and witness list yesterday, but we haven't had a chance to negotiate or receive discovery, so probably needs to be reset and sent back to the division.
Okay, we'll return it to the division. Good morning, Mr. North. Anything
Good
further?
morning. No, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Position number 8, Abduck Barr.
Here, present, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Barr. You represented?
No, sir. This is my first time, as you said before, dealing with this. My first calendar call. So no, sir, I'm not represented with any legal aid right now.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
I can get my own legal aid. That's not a problem. I just need a good time for you to allow that for me to be able to obtain.
You're fine, Mr. Barr. I'm going to return your case to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date. So go ahead and start trying to get an attorney so that when you do get another notice, you'll have someone representing you, okay?
Yes, sir. Real quick, what are my charges? I don't even know what the charges are.
Okay, Mr. Barr, you were charged in case 21 CR 0000969C with battery family violence. The alleged offense date is January 17th of 2020.
Okay, who is the alleged victim? Can you give me that information?
I don't have that, Mr. Barr. If you will contact the clerk's office. At
Okay.
some point, they can get you some information if you choose, or you can contact the solicitor's office.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if nothing further this morning, Mr. Ball, you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Position number 9, Royce Bell.
Good morning, Judge. That'll be my case, but this is the first time Mr. Bell is on this calendar and also in ORCA. Is Mr. Bell present in court or on the Zoom call? I'd ask that a bench warrant not be issued again. This is the first time his case has appeared in ORCA.
Do you have good contact information for?
I do not, Judge. I have had no contact with Mr. Bell.
Okay. Well, given that he's not here today and that you don't have contact information, Ms. Helen, I think the best way to get him would be through a bench warrant. So I'll issue a bench warrant in the matter. Position number 10, Charlie Bennett. Charlie Bennett. Bench warrant will be issued if Mr. Bennett does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 11, Mario Birdsong.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melvin Nash for Mr. Birdsong. He's present in my office here. We'd ask to be returned to the division for a jury trial.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Nash. We'll return it to the division. Anything further this morning?
No, sir, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Yes. Position 12, Kashari Blacknell. Ms. Blacknell with me?
Yes,
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Are you represented?
I'm not.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Yes, sir. Would you
Okay.
be able to tell me what the charges are?
Yes, ma'am. You're charged with DUI.
Okay.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and put your phone number in the chat, at the end of the calendar, I'll have one of the public defenders give you a call so that you can make application, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. And don't leave, Ms. Blacknell, until you've been dismissed by me, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Position 13, Anna Blair. Anna Blair with me, represented by Mr. Petrie. We'll see if we can raise the
Mr.
attorney.
Petrie is here. He's muted.
Good morning, Your Honor. I was apparently muted for a second. I didn't realize it.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Where are we with Mr. Blair's case?
Your Honor, Ms. Blair now resides in New York, and this is a several years old DUI. I hope to be able to work out a plea with the solicitor's office, but since she is now a resident of New York, we need to work out some of the details. So I guess with ORCA ending, it looks like it needs to go back to the division. I believe this was Judge Dixon's case.
Okay.
Your Honor, if we can speak to you today, we may be able to work something out so it doesn't have to return to the division. So I can speak to him via Zoom and see if that's something we can work out today.
Okay, thank you,
That's
Mr. Ham.
absolutely. Let's at least do that.
Okay, good. So I'll let you speak with Mr. Hams and report back to me. All right, so so if you all hold on till the end of the calendar. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Position 14, Kimball Branford.
Judge, just a public defender case. We're gonna ask to transfer it back to division. I spoke to him yesterday or the day before, Judge, and I can't remember if he was planning on showing up by Zoom or in person, but I did make contact with him.
Okay, we'll return it to the division. Position 16, Xavier Brooks. Mr. Brooks with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Mr. Brooks is also position 17, position 18, Shakia Burnett.
Morning again, Judge Daniel Farnsworth for Ms. Burnett. We'd ask that that be returned for jury trial.
Okay, we'll return it to the division.
May we be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 19, Damian Buxton. Damian Buxton. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 20, Casey Canino.
Good morning, Judge Attorney Thomas Mundelli here. Mr. Keno should also be on the Zoom as well. Judge, he is in pretrial diversion and is currently working through his counseling. He needs a little more time.
Okay. Happy to give him more time. We'll have to return it to the division. And he'll get notification of his next hearing date. Anything
Okay.
further this morning?
No, Judge, may we be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 21, Delisha Carter.
Your Honor, that's also a public defender case. I spoke to her yesterday, the day before, I think it was 2 days ago. We're requesting transfer back to division, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Carter's in court with me this morning, so we will return it to the division. Good morning, Ms. Carter. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. You're free to go this morning. Yes, we'll make sure. So Mr. Dodd, she's making sure that she has your correct address. I'll have her give that to a counsel that's in court with me, Ms. Helen. Okay, so Ms. Helen, if you wouldn't mind taking her information for Mr. Dodd. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And once you get that done, Ms. Carter, you're free to go, ma'am. You're welcome. 22, Tony Castleberry. Tony Castleberry. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 23, Derek Chambers. Derek Chambers. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 24, Tamika Clemens. Ms. Watson. Yes, good morning, Ms. Clemens. Let's see, you're represented by Ms. Watson Cafe.
Yes.
Okay, I expect her today, so if you'll just hold for her announcement, we'll be with you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. '25, Keontae Cobb.
Judge, we technically represent Mr. Cobb on the next case, position number 26. There are some MH issues based on the file that I have, Judge. I did leave a message at the only number that I had. I don't know if it's his or not, Judge.
Have you been in contact with him at all?
No, Judge, I have not.
Okay. So he's position 25 and 26. We'll see if we can get him through a bench warrant, given that he's not here with us.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Position 27, Candace Crisp. Candace Crisp. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, or she doesn't appear. Position 28, Antonio Curry.
Good morning, on here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Curry. Can you activate your camera for me, please?
You see me?
All right, there you go. Mr. Curry, are you represented?
Nah.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
Will I get that done by today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can go ahead for me and put your phone number in the chat, I'll have someone give you a call at the end of the calendar, okay?
All right, yes, sir.
All right, don't leave until you've spoken back with me, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be with you. Thank you, sir. Position 29, Johnny Daniels. Yes, good morning, Mr. Daniels. Are you represented?
No, I'm not.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
I just recently did an application. They said that I didn't qualify, so
Okay,
I'll be able to get more time to, they said I have to either pay for my home return.
okay. When did you make application? How long ago? Okay, all right. So I'm going to return your case to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Go ahead and start trying to hire an attorney so that they can begin representation of you, okay?
Okay.
All right. You are free to go this morning, Mr. Daniels. Have a good rest of your day. Position number 30, Walter Dennis.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Miss Watson Cafe. Let's see. What are we doing with Mr. Dennis's case?
I have not had contact with him, so I would oppose a bench warrant, but I don't understand if the court grants it. I just haven't had any contact with him.
Okay, given that you haven't had any contact, Miss Watson Cafe, a bench warrant will be granted. If you do contact him and want that lifted, you can petition the court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have position 24, Tamika Clemens. What are we doing with Ms. Clemens's case?
If we can return that to the division judge.
Okay. You also had Yasmin Maddox's case from yesterday. Do you know whether or not she was able to get the information in to get that case null pros?
Well, I sent the information to Ms. Gutierrez, so I don't know. I sent it to.
Okay,
I'm gonna check on that one.
all right. Good morning, Mr. Majeski. What are we doing with Mr. Baldy's case?
Let me talk to my friends in the solicitor's office about that.
Okay, we'll do a pre-trial. Thank you. We'll be with you. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, can I release my clients?
Yes.
I'm gonna check on his past.
I'll stay on for Maddox, but if I can just release her and Ms. Clemens.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, continuing with the calendar, position 31, Micah Dickerson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Clayton Kimbrell for Micah Dickerson. He's here. We're actually confused as to why this is on the calendar today because it's a closed case. We appeared before Judge Myra Dixon August 16th. It was a license charge, which was dismissed, and a failure to which was reduced to a basic rules, which we both went to the payment clerk and paid.
So if we just null pros on August 16th.
Okay, all right, so it is null prost. Do you need a copy of that null prost for your file?
You need a copy of the okay. If it's not an issue, Your Honor.
Can we
yeah.
print him out so that he has something for us? I'm not sure why it's back on the calendar, Mr. Kimbrough. Okay, so we'll get you a copy. And anything further, any other cases on my calendar?
Not today, Your Honor. Once we receive that, it would be excused.
Yes, y'all have a good day.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
Excuse me, am I good to go?
I'm
This
sorry.
Miss Clemens, Tamika Clemens.
Yes, Ms. Clemens, you're free to go. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice
You're
day.
welcome. You too. Position 32, Kavan Dooley.
Here.
Yes, Mr. Dooley, are you,
Honor, that would be a public defender case. If Ms. Helen, since he's in court, if she can just speak to him and make the announcement.
okay, so we'll have you speak with Ms. Helen this morning, Mr. Dooley. All right. All right, we'll be with you. Thank you.
And if she can get a good contact number, Mr.
I have it.
Okay.
I can get it from him.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Position 33, Triana Douglas. Ms. Douglas with me? Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 34, Robert DeBose. Mr. DeBose with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 35, Quentin Dunn.
Good morning, Your Honor. Aaron Friedman here from Mr. Dunn. Your Honor, we respectfully request that this be transferred back to the division, plead not guilty, and request a jury trial.
Okay, very good. We'll return it to the division. Anything further this morning, Mr. Friedman?
No, Your Honor. May my client and I please be excused from this honorable
Yes.
court.
You all have a good day. Thank you.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Position 36, Oscar Escobar. Mr. Escobar with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 37, Andrews Fisher. Mr. Kelbaugh's case.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Kelbaugh. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What are we doing with Ms. Fisher Andrews' case, I guess?
Your Honor, I have not had recent contact with her. I have previously been in touch with her approximately a year ago, and I've spoken to her mother, but I believe she may be in custody in a different jurisdiction. But I've not been able to confirm that.
Okay. I'm just going to return it to the division, Mr. Kelbaugh.
Thank
And
you.
take it if she doesn't show up that should give you enough time to figure out whether or not she is in custody or not. So I don't want to issue a bench warrant if she's possibly in custody.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Good to see you, Mr. Kelbaugh.
Yeah. Take care.
Position 38, Brian Foster. Mr. Foster with me?
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Foster. You're gonna have to find yourself a steady state for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have an attorney representing you, Mr. Foster?
No.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and put your contact information in the chat for me, I'll have someone get with you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay. What's the charges?
Mr. Foster, you were charged in case 21 CR 005836C with battery, simple battery, and another kind of simple battery. The alleged offense date is May 6, 2020. Okay? All right, so put your information in and we'll be with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, Ms. Hines.
My name is Yvonne Hines. I think that there's a lot of mix up in the case. Is it possible we can speak with the solicitor? Because there's a lot of confusion in the information that was given from what they told me.
Okay, who are you to Mr. Foster, Ms. Hines?
I'm his mother and I was listed as a victim and I'm not the victim.
Okay, so what I'm gonna have him do is that I'm gonna have him make application for a public defender. So if he qualifies, he'll have representation. As far as you go, given that you're an alleged victim, I'll have someone from the solicitor's office reach out to you to speak with you. If you can put your number in the chat for me, Ms. Hines, I'll have a victim advocate reach out. Can we do that, Ms. Githier?
Yes, sir.
All right. So someone will be calling you, Ms. Hines, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right.
This time I'm under ASG, Sarita Gittier. Put your number up there.
Okay, position 39, Rick Garland. Rick Garland. Bench warrant will be issued if he does not appear by the end of the calendar. 40, Quintavious Gibson. Mr. Gibson with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't.
All right, Hal. All right.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Gibson. Let's see, are you represented?
No, I would like to know what my charges is.
Mr. Gibson, you were charged in case 19 CR 001060C with battery. The alleged offense date is August 7th, 2017. Would you like to make application for a public defender this morning?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, well, the only other option you have, Mr. Gibson, is I'm going to return this case to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date. If you want to speak to a public defender to see if you qualify, then they can help you with this charge. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of a year in custody and or $1,000 fine. So it might be to your benefit to speak with somebody, but that's up to you.
Yeah, let me speak with a public defender.
Okay, so go ahead and put your information in the chat for me. And don't leave until you've heard from somebody and they've reported back to me, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll be with you. Position 41, Quindarius Greer. Is Mr. Greer with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 42, Naya Hall.
Naya is present and Taurus Butterfield is her attorney. He's actually walking into the courtroom. He has a non-complex case down the hall.
Okay, very good. I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, Ms. Hall.
Is he the Galaxy 24 on top?
Okay, I will see if I'll hold to the end of the calendar to see where if he reports. Okay, position 43, Bahar. The last name is Hamidizadeh.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Chad Trenicasa for Miss Hamadizadeh. We would like to be referred back to the division, Judge.
Okay.
And she is present.
All right. Do you have everything you need from the solicitor?
We only have the written evidence. We do not have the video evidence yet, but we do have the written.
Okay. All right. So he says that he has written, but he doesn't have any videos.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll return it to the division. Hopefully you can get all of the discovery in a timely manner. And you'll get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further this morning?
Nothing further. Can we be excused?
All right. Very good. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
42, Davita Hamilton.
Your Honor, that would be an old public defender case, Judge. No contact. She's also position number 45.
Okay. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Position 46, Jonathan Harris.
Good morning, Judge Christy Battle for Mr. Harris. He's on the screen. I just got discovery yesterday, hadn't had a chance to go through it, but I think it would probably be best to return it back to the division.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Battle. We return the case to the division judge and you all get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor, maybe we'd be excused.
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Same.
Position 47, William Harris. Mr. Harris with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 48, Shauna Holyfield. Ms. Holyfield with me, represented by Mr. Toller. Let's see if we can raise Mr. Toller.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I'll hold until the end of the calendar. 49, Megnan Humphreys. Yes, good morning. Are you represented, Ms. Humphreys? Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
I just found out about this whole situation.
Okay. Let's see if we can, so if you'd like to make application, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. If you want to speak with the solicitor today regarding the charge, I'm happy to let you do that. What do you want me to do? I said that I'm happy to let you make application for a public defender today if you choose. If you don't want to do that, I'm happy to let you speak with the solicitor regarding the charge. Okay. Know that you have a right to remain silent and anything that you say can be used against you. The solicitor is the one that's prosecuting you. So I'm happy to, given the nature of the charge, I'm happy to let you speak with the solicitor today. So let's get the air if you can have someone speak with Ms. Humphreys this morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll be with you, Ms. Humphreys. Position 50, Russell Eisenbelter.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Elwanger here on that case. Discovery was finalized yesterday. Unfortunately, I think it's going to have to be transferred back to division.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Elwanger. We'll transfer it back to the division. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thanks. You as well.
Position 51, Latrey Jackson. Latrey Jackson. Which one will be granted if they don't appear by the end of the calendar? Position 52, Juan Manuel Jimenez Garcia. Mr. Jimenez Garcia with me. Bench warrant will be granted. He doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 53, Cleon Johnson. Was this one of your cases, Mr. Haddad?
Yes, I'm sorry, Judge. I couldn't unmute myself quickly enough. It is one of the old PD cases, Judge. No contact.
Okay, bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 54, Derek Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jackson Blake Stewart for Mr. Johnson. He is on Zoom, pre-trial with the state, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Ms. Blake Stewart. We'll give you the opportunity to speak with the solicitor today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 55, Travoris Johnson. Travoris Johnson. Not sure if Mr. Dark is still representing him or not.
Mr. Dark is no longer barred.
Okay, good. I'm just going to return this case to the division. Position 56, Brian Jones. Brian Jones. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 57, Jamal Jones.
Your Honor, we're requesting this case to go back to division.
Okay. Mr. Jones's case will be returned to the division.
What's your name, Jordan?
No, I want you to go.
Good, how are you doing?
Ms. Challenger, you're not on mute. Position 58, Jordan Judge.
The attorney is on Zoom, Your Honor, and this one's gonna be no process.
Okay. Mr. Adams.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tiffany
Ms.
Adams representing Ms. Judge.
Yes,
Not a problem.
Did you hear that, that your client's case has been null pros?
I did, Your Honor, no objections.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you. I have another case on, so I'm still on.
Okay, thank you. Position 59, Victor Coletsos, Koletsos.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Hicks for Mr. Coletsos. He's present via Zoom.
Good morning, Mr. Hicks. What are we doing with Mr. Coletos's case today?
Your Honor, we still don't have discovery on that case. I assume it needs to go back to the division and we'll deal with it there.
Okay. And have you, I take it that you've requested discovery, Mr. Hicks?
September of 22, Judge. Motion's filed.
Okay, so if we can get him whatever he needs so that when it gets back to Judge Dixon, he'll be able to move forward as quickly as possible. All right, we'll return it to the division. Anything further this morning for you and your client?
Excuse, Your Honor.
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
You as well, Judge.
Position 60, Scott Klaviklys, Kviklys.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Henry here with Mr. Kviklys. And we, after discussion this morning, would like this transferred back to the division.
Okay. Anything that we can help you out with that you need before I return it back to the division?
No, Your Honor.
All right. We will return it. Anything further this morning?
That concludes our business. May we be excused?
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 61, Michael Lang. Michael Lang. Bench warrant will be issued if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar.
I'm here, Judge.
Oh, very good. Good morning, Mr. Lang. Are you represented?
No, sir, I'm not.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Yeah, I believe I did so 3 years ago, but I'll be happy to do it again.
Okay, what happened 3 years ago?
I never got a response back.
Okay, all right, so go ahead, Mr. Lang, and put your number in the chat, and at the end of the calendar, I'll have someone reach out to you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very good, thank you. And don't leave until you've been dismissed by me, Mr. Lang, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. '62, Tanina Laster. Miss Laster with me? Which warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 63, Christopher Lee.
Morning, Judge. Michael Bernard on Zoom. I spoke with the prosecutors regarding this case. I do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is Tony Lester. I just took my phone off mute. I couldn't get it right.
Okay,
But I'm here.
All right, well, I'll be back with you, Miss
Okay.
Laster. Okay, I may know that you're here. Go ahead, Mr. Bernard. Your client is in the court with me.
Judge, my client is a Christopher Allen Lee. The Christopher Lee that's on your calendar is a Christopher Ladero Lee. I was able to clear it up with the prosecutor this week. And we were able to see that it wasn't my Christopher Lee, but I got notice to be here. My client didn't.
Oh, okay.
And so I just wanted to make an appearance to let the court know that.
Okay, and the Christopher Lee that's in court with me is
Ladero.
okay. And so this is your client, Mr. Bernard?
That is
No,
not
this
my
is not
client.
your client.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Christopher Lee in the court with me is the person who is supposed to be here, but you just got notification.
I got notice, yes,
because of the
Judge.
same name. Okay, so you're free to go, Mr.
Thank you.
Bernard, if you don't have anything further on my calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And Mr. Lee, let's see, are you represented?
Yes.
Who's your counsel?
Jonathan Overman. It's for Overman and Overman.
And does he know to be here today?
Yes, it said he was on the way. So.
Okay. I will hold for Mr. Overton's report, okay? Thank you. '64, Audra Nisi Lewis. Miss Lewis with me? Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 65, Ernest Lewis.
Your Honor, that would be a public defender case. I've not had any contact with Mr. Lewis, although the attorney had mentioned that he had been reporting to pretrial services. I don't know if it's true or not, if he still is, but.
Okay, we'll issue a bench warrant. If you contact him, Mr. Dodd, you can always make application to have it lifted.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, 66, Kadarius Long. Kadarius Long. Bench warrant will be issued if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Let me go back to Ms. Laster's case, position 62. Ms. Laster, are you with me?
Yes.
Are you represented by counsel?
No, no, I'm not.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
No, I actually want to try to get my case dismissed because the person who took a warrant out of me, she's now deceased, and I don't seem to that I need to come at the court after someone being deceased.
Okay. Let's see, we'll have to get verification of the death. Can we have someone reach out to the alleged victim in Ms. Laster's case? Ms.
Your Honor, we
Waldrop?
can certainly try to reach out. If we're not able to reach her, then I'll have to have an investigator obtain a death certificate, which could take some time, but we
Okay.
can get on that, yes.
All right, thank you. So, Ms. Laster, they are going to, unless you have a death certificate, they're gonna see if they can find a death certificate. I'm gonna return this case to the division judge. And if they null process before that time, you'll get notification, okay?
Okay, I got I don't have it, but it's on her Instagram, like her obituary, like when they post her sunset and her sunrise.
Okay, well, they're gonna need a death certificate, okay?
Okay.
Well, it's a start for our office when we start to research it, so can you
Okay.
give me that information, Ms. Lassiter?
Yes,
Vital Records is just across the street, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, so if you can place that in the chat for me, Ms. Laster, so that Ms. Waldrop will have it, and we will return it to the division, and you'll be free to go once you do that, okay?
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see, position 66, Kadarius Long. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 67, Megan Luby.
Hey, Your Honor, Andrew Fleischman here for Miss Luby. We'd ask to be transferred back to the division.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Fleischman. We will return it to the division. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
68, Margarita Lugo.
Your Honor, that is a public defender case. We're requesting transfer back to division. She is present on Zoom, I believe.
Okay, case will be returned to the division. Ms. Lugo, you are free to go this morning. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. 69, Marcus Lumpkin. Mr. Lumpkin with me? Yes, good morning, Mr. Lumpkin. Let's
Good
see.
morning, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir. Are you represented by counsel?
Actually, I think I signed for a public defender a little over like close to 3 years now. But
Okay.
I can't remember, young, honestly. I don't want to just tell you that. I
All
can't
right.
really remember.
You want to make application again today, Mr. Lumpkin?
I mean, that'll be great.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and put your phone number in the chat for me, and I'll have someone reach out to you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Quick question, Your Honor. I'm not familiar with Zoom, so how would I go about doing that?
Okay, there should be something. Are you on an iPhone?
Yes, sir.
There should be maybe 3 dots or something at the bottom. You might want to click on there. If you can't operate it, Mr. Lumpkin, come back on and let me know, and I'll just take your phone number.
You say
down,
back on the what, sir?
If you're not able to figure it out, come back and let me know.
All right, I'm about to do it right now.
Okay,
Let
all
me
right.
let you know. All right, thanks.
All right, go ahead and mute yourself for me, and if you can't do it, let me know. Position 70, Huberto Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Alba for Mr. Martinez. He is here in my office with me this morning, Judge. We did receive discovery yesterday, and we would like an opportunity to pre-try it.
Okay. I'll let you speak with the solicitor today. So if you can hold on for me, we'll be with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. '71, Shayna Massera. Massara. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 72, Bernard Mosby. Represented by Ms. Adams.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Adams.
Double duty. I just need a chance to speak with the prosecutor on that case.
Okay. We'll have you pre-try it. Thank you, ma'am. Well, someone will be with you at the end of the calendar.
Thank you.
'73, Samuel Newcomb. Mr. Newcomb with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 74, Oliver Newton. Mr. Newton with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 75, Lynette Owens. Yes, good morning, Ms. Owens. Are you represented? Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have someone get with you, Ms. Owens. Thank you. '76, Daryl Phillips.
Your Honor, that would be a public defender's case, no
Okay.
contact.
Mr. Phillips is in court with me, Mr. Dad. So,
Yeah, Ms. Helen can talk to him, get his updated information, Judge.
okay.
Thank you.
'77, Trevisa Pierce. Is Pierce with me? Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. '78, Sumerian Polite. Is Polite with me? Bench warrant will be granted if it doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. '79, Donald Rapier. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear.
Present here, Judge.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Mr. Rapier. Let's see, are you represented?
I'm not currently. I was at the beginning of this case. It's been a few years. I applied for a public defender a few times. I'm not exactly sure why I was denied. They said income, but I'm almost certain that I would qualify now. I didn't know if there was I guess a reapply or have it
Okay.
verified.
I'll give you the opportunity to see if you qualify, Mr. Rapier. Go ahead and put your information into the chat for me and I'll have someone reach out to you, okay?
Okay. Also, who would I talk to about a change of address? I spoke to the clerk and I got it, but the notice that was sent out this time is still going to my old address.
Okay. Before you get off the line today, we'll make sure that we have your proper address, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Position 80 has already been returned to the division. Vance Raven. 81, Gary Reed.
Your Honor, that is a public defender case. I believe Mr. Reed is on. Mr. Reed, if you can put your contact information in chat, I need to talk to you first, Judge. So if we can just hold for my announcement.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Reed. We'll be with you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Raven, are you on with me? Was that you in the chat?
Hey, Judge, can I leave? I sent the documents in for Jacayla.
Yes, ma'am. You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Jones. You are free to go this morning. Your case is being returned to the division. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Position 82, Kelly Richardson. Kelly Richardson. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 83, Quintina Ricks.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marcia Gaignard on behalf of Ms. Ricks. We would like a pretrial with the state in this matter. Hopefully we can resolve it this morning.
Very good. Good morning, Ms. Gaignard.
Good morning.
We'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am. '84, Maya Robinson.
Judge, that's my case. If I can speak to the state about that.
Okay.
She's here.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Robinson. We'll be with you. 85, Richard Robinson.
Good morning, Judge. Beth Goldstein for Mr. Robinson. That's actually position, I believe, 85, 86, and 87.
Yes.
And we would request that all three of those cases be returned to the division.
Okay. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further this morning?
No, Judge, I do believe that we do have discovery on the case ending in 3867. The other two cases, it appears that discovery was served before our office was retained in this case. So if we could just have some assistance in getting discovery on those other two cases.
Okay. Can we get counsel discovery on the other two cases?
Yes, Judge. I believe the issue is that the clerk's office has entered Mr. Brandon Thomas as the attorney. And so it was served on him, but we'll get it over to Mr. Smith.
Okay. Does your firm have an entry of appearance, Ms. Goldstein?
Yes, Judge. I checked the docket this morning. It's filed under Attorney Scott Smith.
Okay. So we'll see if we can, it's filed under Mr. Smith's name. And just know that you all are going to get new solicitors in this matter. So if you need to follow up, you'll have to check with Judge Dixon's staff to find out who the solicitors are in her courtroom, okay?
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing further, y'all have a good rest of your day.
With that attorney, she don't have an entry of appearance on 3 of the cases.
Okay, so I'm being told that Mr. Smith doesn't have a notice of appearance on all 3 cases. So maybe if you want to follow up with the clerk's office later today, that might be helpful.
Of course, Judge. I'll clear that up. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Have a good day.
You too.
Position 88, Deshaun Ross.
I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Ross. Are you represented?
No, I was hoping I could speak to a solicitor.
Okay, would you like to make application for a public defender today?
No, I was denied due to income.
Okay, and when did you make application?
About 3 years ago when it first happened.
Has your situation changed at all since in the last 3 years?
For the better, yeah.
Okay, I'll have you speak with the solicitor, Mr. Ross.
Thank you.
So if you'll put your information in the chat for me, someone will reach out to you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Position 89 has already been returned to the division. Janine Rowe. Position 90, Deja Sa.
I'm on, Your Honor. DJ Saw. My attorney is Corey Yeager.
Good morning, Your Honor. Corey Yeager from Mr. Saw.
Yes, good morning, Jeremy. Where are we with Mr. Sa's case?
Your Honor, we've received discovery. We're asking the case be returned back to the division unless the prosecutor is interested in doing something other than a DUI plea today.
Return to division.
Okay, case will be returned to the division.
Thank you.
You all get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor, may we be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Good to see you, Judge.
You as well. Position 91, Percy Scott. Mr. Scott with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Scott. Are you represented?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay. Given the nature of the charge, let me just see if I can have you speak with this solicitor. And hopefully we can, if this is your only charge, we can get this worked out today. Okay, Mr. Scott?
Yes, sir.
All right, so someone will be with you. Thank you.
No problem.
'92, Baxter Smith.
Good morning, Judge. Jason Ingram for Lauren Brown.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Ingram. Where are we with Mr. Smith's case?
He's present on the Zoom, and I believe we filed an entry and request for discovery. I don't know the status of that, but I'm guessing it needs to go back to the division.
Okay. We will return it to the division. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. If you can reach out to the solicitor's office before that time to get everything you need, you'll be ready to go once you get back, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything further this morning?
No, Judge, are we both excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. 93, Christopher Smith. This is Mr. Partridge's case. I'm not sure if he's still on trial. Can we see if we can raise him?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Smith is also position 94. 95, Octavia Smith.
Your Honor, this is gonna be a public defender case. We're requesting transfer back to division. I believe Mr. Smith was gonna come to court, but I did speak to him yesterday.
Yeah, he's in court with me today, so we'll transfer it back to the division. Do you need anything further from Mr. Smith this morning?
No, Judge.
Mr. Smith, you're free to go this morning. Let's see, you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Have a good day. Position 96, Isaiah Spicer. Mr. Spicer with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 97, Brian Stahl. Brian Stahl. Mr. Stahl with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 98, Vanessa Stargell. Stargell. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 99, Letitia Tannen. Is Tannen with me?
She is, Judge. She's wearing a green shirt on Zoom.
Ms. Tannen, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you activate your there you go. Are you represented, Ms. Tannen?
No, sir.
Would you like to make?
No, I had a fine. I had to pay, which I paid it yesterday.
Okay, I'm not. One of you all let me know. Do you know what she's speaking of, Ms.
I do
Waldrop?
not, Judge.
Okay.
Last time I had court, which I believe was in August, I believe Judge Okra or Okara had fined me $250.
Is she speaking of the $250 diversion fee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your case went into diversion?
I'm not sure. I just paid it yesterday. I tried to contact somebody in the clerk's office, and she transferred me to the division's office, but nobody would pick up the phone.
Judge, I can reach out to our diversion department and see if that the 250 that she's speaking of.
Okay, so hold on, Ms. Tanner. We will have someone check on your case and we'll get back with you, okay?
Okay.
Petition 100, Willie, Texas.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Texas. Let's see, is this a public defender case?
It is, Judge, and I'll speak with him.
Okay, we'll have someone speak with Mr. Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Uh-huh. Position 101, Gregory Thomas. Gregory Thomas. Bench warrant will be granted if it doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 102, Jasmine Thomas. Challenger, is this your case?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. Where are we
Good morning.
with Ms. Thomas's case?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have not had any contact with her. If you can sound for her to see if she's actually appearing via Zoom or she's in the courtroom.
Okay, is Miss Jasmine N. Thomas with us? Doesn't appear so, Miss Challenger.
Okay, I understand that the court will issue a bench warrant for her. If I do get in contact with her, then I will definitely notify her.
Okay, very good. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor. Also, Your Honor, I do want to apologize. I'm here in Gwinnett Superior Court, and I did have it on mute. But apparently, when I was going through security, it must have unmuted itself. So I apologize for that.
You're fine, Miss Challenger. You have a good day, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. 103, Pasha Thomas.
Go ahead and sit down.
Pasha Thomas. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 104, Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas. Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 105, Sarisa Thornton.
I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Thornton. Are you representing?
No, when I applied for public defender, they said my income was too much, and that was a few years ago, and nothing has changed. So I would like to speak to the solicitor.
Okay, I'll have someone get in touch with you this morning, Ms. Thornton. If you can put your number in the chat for me, we'll have someone get in touch with you.
All right.
And Judge, if we could return to position 104. I show from Odyssey that Mr. Thomas is currently in Fulton County Jail. Can we place this case on the SAP calendar?
Okay. We'll place Mr. Thomas's case on the next available SAP calendar. Thank you, Ms. Waldron. And Ms. Thornton, if you'll just hold on for me, someone will get in touch with you at the end of the calendar. 106. Daisha Towns. Ms. Towns. Yes, good morning, Ms. Towns. Are you represented?
No, I was trying to get in contact with a public defender.
Okay, if you will put your information in the chat for me, I'll have someone reach out to you, okay? Okay, Ms. Towns? (107) Al Marvin Trim.
Your Honor, that'll be a Melcross.
Okay, thank you. 108 Javon Walker.
Behalf of Mr. Walker, Your Honor, and he's present on the Zoom somewhere.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Middleton. What are we doing with Mr. Walker's case this morning?
Well, we filed a motion to have this case dismissed. However, we'd like to speak with the prosecutor if they have not saying anything about dismissing the case.
Okay, I'll have you do a pretrial this morning, Mr. Middleton. We'll be with you.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, good morning. So if you all just hang on, at the end of the calendar, we'll have someone reach out to you.
Thank you.
(109) Ernest Watson. Mr. Watson with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 110 Autumn Weems. Autumn Weems. Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. 111 Paul Weinschenker.
Madison Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Weinschenker. He is present on the call, and we are going to ask that this case be returned to the division. We are in receipt of discovery.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Gibbs. We'll return it to the
Morning, Your
division.
Honor.
Anything further this morning?
Nothing further. May we be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Good to see you as always.
Thank you. You as well.
112 Sebastian Wells. Sebastian Wells.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Wells. Let's see. Are you represented?
No, sir. I don't even know. This is my first time even dealing with this. I don't know the charges.
Okay, I have that you have, two cases, case 21 CR 001541C is hit and run. Following too closely, suspended or revoked license. I'm not sure, there's a companion case. I'm not sure what, the charges are in that matter. Would you like to speak to a solicitor regarding this today?
No, I can get an attorney. Yes, yeah, I can speak to a solicitor. That'll be fine.
Okay. If you'll put your number in the chat for me, Mr. Wells, we'll have someone reach out to you.
And Judge, that 22 CR, if I put it in correctly, said that it was a case closed.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Ms. Helen. All right, so we'll be with you, Mr. Wells.
Okay.
Position 113, Devontae Whitaker. Represented
Judge,
by,
Jasmine Barber was an attorney in our office, but she handled only Superior Court cases. Let me just double check, see what's going on. I don't know. I can't remember her being in private practice, so I don't know. And she may have done some conflict cases, but if you can just hold fire around now, so let me see what I can find out on this case, Judge.
okay, I'll hold for your report. Thank you. 114, Stephen White.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sonali Garg on behalf of Mr. White. I believe he's present on the Zoom call. I have received the videos, but I don't believe I've received written discovery on this or a recommendation.
Okay. Would you like to speak with the solicitors today, or you just want me to return it to the division?
I don't have a problem speaking to the solicitor today.
Okay, we'll do a pre-trial. We'll be with you. Thank you, Ms. Garland.
Thank you, Judge.
One 115, Jacobert Wilkerson.
Judge, the attorney listed, normally that lawyer represents the bonding companies. He files the the bond forfeiture motions, et cetera. So I just want to let the court know, I don't think Mr. Fugum represents that defendant, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Is Mr. Wilkerson with me? Bench warrant will be granted if he doesn't appear. 116, Alvin Williams.
Here, Your
Alvin?
Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Williams. Are you represented?
Oh, yes, sir. I had a public defender back when I first started out, but it's been in remission for like over 3 or 4 years now, and I hadn't had any other correspondence with the public defender, but I was granted one. They gave me
Okay,
an email and everything, so
all right.
I'm not sure
So
what's going on with that.
go ahead and put your information in the chat for me, Mr.
Yes,
Williams,
sir.
and I'll have someone reach out to you from the public defender's office.
And then also, Judge,
Yes, sir.
I also my it went to the wrong address, and I would need to straighten that out also, sir.
Okay, so we can do that today also. So just let someone know that once they call you, and we'll get all that updated for you, okay?
All right, thank you, Miss. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. 117, Ashton Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Let's see, are you still represented?
Yes.
And have you spoken with your attorney?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to return, since you're here, Mr. Williams, I'm going to return your case to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, okay? All right, you're free to go this morning. Have a good day. 118, Larry Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Are you Larry Williams? Okay. Mr. Williams, are you represented? Would you like to make application for the public defender today? Okay, so we'll have someone get with you. Okay, we'll be with you. Thank you, sir. 119, Raider Williams.
Here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Williams. Are you represented?
No.
Would you like to make application for the public defender?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have someone get with you. Thank you, sir. Position 120, Sharonda Witherspoon. Sharonda Witherspoon.
Okay.
Bench warrant will be granted if she doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. And Ms. Helen, I know that you were just busy. Did you get that position 119, Mr.
I did,
Williams?
Judge.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that completes the calendar. Let me start with people that are in person. If you joined me late or didn't hear your name. Well, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Taurus Butterfield. I was on the Zoom call, but I had to turn it off. I was in court upstairs, but I have Naya Hall on your calendar. I had put in the chat. We did receive discovery and videos, and we are now ready. So I guess we'll go back to the division on this matter.
Okay.
Naya Hall. I do have a case number, Judge.
Ms. Hall is position 42. We will.
She is on the Zoom, Your Honor.
Yes. Let's see. Ms. Hall, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, your case is being returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. You're free to go this morning.
Thank you very much, Your
Yes.
Honor. That concludes my business. I don't have any other cases. My big excuse.
Yes, have a good day, Mr. Butterfield.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anyone else in court with me who joined me late or did not hear their name? Let me start with the lady with the child. Douglas. Okay. Ms. Douglas, you're not represented?
Public defender sheet right there.
Okay, would you like to have you made application?
Yes, I already did.
Okay.
I was here last.
I'll
Okay.
speak to her, Judge.
All right, we'll be with you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Foreman.
Just a moment, please.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. My name is Zoe Michelle Gray.
Last name?
Gray.
Gray? Gray?
Yes.
I don't have a Gray on my calendar.
There was
Let's,
a little thing out there, the screen.
Do you have your case number?
It's probably on the screen outside.
okay.
How do you spell your last name? Gray, Gray. And they told me to come September 5th, and my name is on the screen out there.
Okay, you might be here for traffic court. What?
No.
No, you,
Battery.
okay. We'll see where you're supposed to be, Ms. Gray. Okay, if you just have a seat, somebody will be with you. If we can figure. Anyone else in court with me? Yes, sir.
Kimball Bradford.
What was their last name?
Bradford.
Position number 14. This is a PD case, I believe.
Yes, Judge, and we made the announcement that it was returned to the division, but I'll speak to him.
Okay, so Mr. Bradford, your case is being returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Ms. Helen's gonna speak with you, okay? Anyone else in court with me that did not hear their name? Yes, sir.
I spoke to my attorney. He's right now stuck in another courtroom, so he told me to ask you if you could return to the division also.
Okay, tell me your name again, sir.
Christopher Lee.
Lee?
Lee, L-E-E.
Okay. Position 63. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. You're free to go this morning. Okay, let me go with Zoom. Ms. Rockwell, good morning. You're with
Good
here with
morning, Judge.
Mr. Baker, good morning. What are we doing with Mr. Baker's case today?
Judge, can I have a pretrial with the prosecutor, and who is my prosecutor?
That would be ASG, get the air.
Ms.
Thank you.
Gutierrez, okay,
If she, whenever she's ready, Judge, I'll stand down and wait for her.
okay. Thank you, Ms. Rockwell. Anyone else on the Zoom call that joined me late or did not hear their name?
Shaka Foreman.
Good morning.
Judge, that's my case. Ms. Foreman is on for tomorrow. If the court can address her case, that's
No,
fine,
we
but
can't today.
I just asked that she appear tomorrow.
Okay, Ms. Foreman, you're a day late, a day early, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, you're fine. So we have a big calendar today, so I'm gonna ask that you come back tomorrow, okay?
Okay, at 9.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Have a great
welcome.
day.
You
Judge, may I
too.
make
Yes,
a
Ms.
brief
Rockwell.
announcement about a tomorrow case? I'm technically on leave, today and tomorrow. I know it doesn't look like it, but, I have a case on for tomorrow. Is there a way that I could, in the event I don't sign, is it gonna be you first of all, or Judge Long?
I'm not sure who it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be me.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Is there a way I could try to get a different ORCA date instead of tomorrow? Who would I talk to about that?
I'll let you speak with one of the litigation managers so they can, well, and you know, Ms. Rockwell, we don't really have any more ORCA dates.
That's what
So,
I heard.
they're gonna be returned to the division, most of them.
Okay,
Okay?
well, I'm gonna try to
So-
sign in. I'll get the client to sign in.
If you
If
wanna
I
speak,
get lost.
if you wanna speak with Ms. Gethier about that other case while you're on the line with her today,
Okay,
I'm happy to
I'll do that.
do that, okay?
Okay,
All right, so let me,
thank you, Judge.
you're welcome. Anyone else on the Zoom call that did not hear their name or joined me late?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm here,
Okay, so Ms. Moorman,
Yes, Your Honor. Your
I've
case
gotten
is-
the null pros in Reginald Smith's case, and I've already signed that from yesterday. Is that what you're here for today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we've got that done. If you want a copy of it, if you contact the clerk, this afternoon, I'm sure they can get you a copy.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And you're welcome. That was position number 3 on the add-on calendar, Reginald Smith. You two are free to go this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Tell me who you are.
Damian Buxton. I zoomed in a little late, like 5 minutes late, and you were already down the list.
Okay, so the last name is,
Position 19, Judge.
okay, Mr. Buxton, are you represented, Mr. Buxton?
Well, I was represented 4 years ago by Carrington Matthews, but as we know now, he's in the YSL trial. So it's been a while. It's been 4 years. I was 42 when this happened. So yeah.
Okay, so I don't have an attorney down here for you. I don't know if there's been a withdrawal. I'm gonna return your case to the division judge. Get in touch with your attorney to see if he still represents you. If he doesn't, there should be a withdrawal file so that you can get another attorney. But I'll return it to the division and you'll get notification of your next hearing date.
I got a couple of questions to ask you if I could. I went about and handled all this when it happened. I went and took a 24-week domestic violence class. I did all that. So this was years ago. I was just trying to figure out who could I talk to and, present my documents.
Mr. Buxton, I can't talk to you if you're represented by counsel. And so since I don't know if you're still represented, you need to reach out to the lawyer to see if he still represents you. If not, once it gets returned to the division, you need to get additional counsel and they can handle that for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're free to go this morning, Mr. Buxton.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Mosby?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Mosby. Let me find you on my calendar.
Position
Yes, Your Honor,
seven.
that's
My case, we're waiting to speak with the prosecutor on that case to see if we can work out a resolution.
Okay, all right, so we'll be with you, Mr. Mosby. Thank you.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I'm
Okay,
actually coming around to the courtroom now, trying to, hopefully that speeds that up.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
good, thank
I
you.
Thank you.
apologize to the court. I couldn't
No,
figure out how to unmute my phone.
Okay, you're fine, Mr. Mosby. You're fine.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anyone else on the Zoom call that did not hear their name or join me late? Okay, so for everyone that's here, I'm gonna need for you to be patient. As you see, we have 120 people on the calendar. We will be with everyone before the end of the session. If you are waiting a phone call from a public defender or from a solicitor, make sure you answer the call when you get a call. It might be from an unknown number.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
My name's Gary Reed. I recently was told by Mr. Haddad that he would give me a call.
Yeah, and I'm still on
Okay.
calendar. Like I said, you gotta be patient until the court is done calling the cases.
Oh, no,
Right.
yeah. Wondering if you still need me on the Zoom until then.
I don't, okay, this is not just for you, Mr. Reed, this is for everybody. Do
Okay.
not leave the Zoom call until you have been personally released by me, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I want to make sure that we either resolve your case today or we place it on the correct track. And I want to make sure that that we do that while you're here. So that's not just for you, Mr. Reed, that's for everybody.
Thanks for
Okay, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. So
Yeah.
everybody be patient. We will be with everyone this morning.
Your Honor, can I
Okay.
make a couple of brief announcements?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Dunn.
Judge, just to follow up on position number 113, Devontae Whitaker, that would be a public defender case. I don't believe Whitaker was present. We've not had any contact with Mr. Whitaker. I just want to let the court know.
Okay, so position 113, Mr. Whitaker, a bench warrant will be issued.
And Your Honor, on position number 55, there's an attorney listed, and I may have misheard, but as far as I know, that lawyer is still barred with the state judge. And again, I may have misheard the statement, but
Okay, well, regardless, it was returned to the division, so.
thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, anything further?
No, Judge.
Okay, again, the court will be in recess. I'll have the solicitors begin to pre-try cases. I'll have the public defenders start to reach out. So someone will be with you. We'll be in recess until there is an announcement. Okay, so you all are free to handle your business, please.
got access to it.
Yes, Ms. Waldrop.
Number 84, Mr. Murphy, he's still discovery, so we'll need that too, and we're asking that case be returned to the division.
Okay, so Ms. Maya Robinson, position 84 will be returned to the division.
That's correct. Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
is Ms. Robinson with us?
Yes, she is. She came here all the way from South Carolina.
Oh, okay, very, she's free to go. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
No Maddox. I don't have anything on Maddox. And I've went through all the emails.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jamel Ham on behalf of the state. For position 13, I sent over the plea paperwork. Once the court is ready to take that plea, we're ready.
Mr. Ham, the judge has implemented this.
For position 33, Ms. Douglas has appeared in person.
Okay,
Position 33.
okay,
And Judge, I'm gonna make my entry of appearance into that case, but she does qualify for a public defender. Just want to have that on record. She is requesting a jury trial for this case, but we will be asking for it to be sent back to the division.
All right, Ms. Douglas, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Do we have her, all of her information, Ms.
She's
Douglas?
filling it out right now, Judge, just to
Oh,
make sure we
okay.
have it up to date.
All right, and once she's done that, she's free to go.
Thank you, Judge. Just wanted to cover that one.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you handling that.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Ms. Walden.
Your Honor, I had a question.
Okay, you'll have to hold on for me, Ms. Tannen.
Okay.
We'll return that to the division. We'll need to look at video.
Okay, tell me again. I'm sorry.
72.
72.
That's Bernard Mosby.
Yes.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Mosby, are you with me? Mr. Mosby? Just want to release him. I know that he was here earlier. Mr. Mosby? Okay, well, his case will be returned to the division. You all get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further, counsel?
Nothing further, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Thank you both.
Yes,
Yes,
appreciate
Your
you.
Honor, I'm here.
Appreciate you coming in. Mr. Mosby, your case is gonna be returned to the division judge, okay? You're gonna get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, you're welcome. You're free to go this morning, sir.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day, Your Honor.
I appreciate it. You too.
Thank you.
All right. And yeah, someone was trying to get my attention earlier.
Yes, Your Honor. I had a
Uh,
question. So am I just waiting on to talk to a solicitor regarding my citation? I mean my fine.
and this is Miss Tannen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ms. Tannen. There are lots of people here today, and they all need to speak with solicitors. So if you'll be patient with us, someone will be calling you to discuss your case, okay? That just doesn't go for just you, it goes for everyone, okay? If you're waiting for a solicitor, we only have two of them that are in court with us, in person. We have one who is online. Someone will be getting in touch with you, okay?
Okay, so I just wait on the Zoom.
Just have to wait until they call you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Court will be in recess until there's an announcement.
The form right there, I was waiting for her to come back.
Is Miss Shauna Holyfield on with me?
I'm gonna send it to the admin.
Shauna Holyfield. Okay, thank you.
Just submitted the few documents.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Gutierrez.
And Judge, can I be placed in a breakout room with Attorney Lee on position number 70?
Judge, I'm here for Mr. Lee. It's Tristan Alba for Mr. Lee today.
Okay, so if we can place Ms. Waldrop and Mr. Alba into a breakout room, please.
And Your Honor, for position 13, we sent over the plea paperwork.
I have it, Your Honor.
Okay,
If I can place the breakout with Ms. Rockwell.
okay. And Ms. Gutierrez is going into a breakout room. Are you ready, Ms. Rockwell? You with me, Ms. Rockwell?
And I'm on position 54. Who would I be speaking with?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I apologize. She's applying for the PD. I apologize.
Yourself,
Ms. Rockwell, are you with me?
Stand by. Good morning.
Yes, Ms. Rockwell, are you ready to go into a breakout room with Ms. Gutierrez? Yes, Ms. Blake Stewart, they're going down the list. So we've got 3 solicitors that are processing as fast as they can, so they're gonna be with you.
I know, it's just that I'm hearing numbers called that was after me, and I mean, I've been waiting prior to these attorneys, so I have somewhere else to be as well.
Okay, well, I have no control over whom they're calling, but I'll let them know. So Mr. Ham, if you will, place Ms. Blake Stewart.
He's only handling DUI cases. My case is not a DUI.
Okay, we're gonna handle you, Ms. Blake Stewart, okay? We'll be with you. Someone will be with you.
Thank
You're welcome. Okay, so, Mr. Ham and, I guess I do have the paperwork for Anna Blair. Are we ready on that plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And her attorney is John Petrie.
Mr. Petrie, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor. I think I've just unmuted myself. Have I?
Yes, you've unmuted. I can hear you.
Thank you.
All right, and where is Ms. Blair?
She should be.
I'm here.
Okay, you're gonna have to activate your camera for me, Ms. Blair.
Okay, I have to do it in settings. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. That'll make the calendar. Thank you. This ball.
Sorry about that.
Okay, and you're not driving, are you, ma'am?
No, no, sir, I'm parked.
Okay, very good. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ham.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant is charged with 1 count of DUI per se, 1 count of DUI left safe, 1 count of being a distracted driver, and 1 count of failure to maintain lane. For the DUI per se, state's recommendation is 12 months, serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance to be served on probation, to complete alcohol, drug evaluation, and any treatment that's necessary, to complete 40 hours of community service, to take a risk reduction class, to take 1 victim impact class, and to pay a $300 fine. The DUI left safe will merge, and the state will null cross the distracted driver charge and a failure to maintain lane charge. State has no objection to the defendant being non-reporting or to completing her community service hours in New York, where she's currently residing.
Okay.
As long as defense stipulate to a factual basis, identity, and venue.
Your Honor, we do stipulate to a factual basis in this case. Long story short, she was under the care of an adult. She was 20 at the time of this incident, and she was under the care of an adult who furnished alcohol to her. She was stopped at Peachtree Road and Peachtree Battle and turned .136. She was very cooperative. She's 25 now. She's a great young lady. I know the family, and there is a factual basis for this case.
Okay. Ms. Blair, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003913C, you wish to plead guilty to DUI per se. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Blair, let's see. Given that you're in New York, I don't have a problem with you reporting by phone. I ask that we'll get you where you need to report. I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so. Once you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Is there an issue with I don't know if she has a Georgia driver's license or not still?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Petrie, how do you anticipate turning that license in?
She obviously loses her driving permit. She can submit it directly to the probation department, Your Honor, or to me. She's in New York, so it's the first time for me with an out-of-state plea on this.
Okay,
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
yes, go ahead.
Is the license being suspended?
If you have a Georgia driver's license, there's a mandatory suspension on that license. You can apply for an affidavit of first conviction if this is her first conviction. I'm not
It
sure.
is, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you'd like to make that application, I don't have any objection to it. And if you want to get her license, turn it in and pick up the affidavit, I'm happy to allow it to be accomplished that way if you choose.
And you're speaking to me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I'll instruct her how to get the first conviction paperwork done so she can get her permit.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for me? Ms. Blair, if you can place your email address in the chat for me, I'll have my litigation manager send you where you need to report for probation, okay?
Okay.
All right, and if there's, once you do that, if there's nothing further, y'all are free to go this morning. Anything further?
Not for me, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
And Judge, I have an announcement on position number 70.
Okay. Position number 70.
Yes, Judge, we're asking that that be returned to the division.
Okay, position 70 is Mr. Martinez. Returning to the division. Anything further?
That's correct, Your Honor. We just asked the same and asked that we may be excused.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day. You'll get notification of your next hearing date.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Do the same. Who's handling the plea in the Baldy case?
Well, that's my case, Judge. I was told it was,
No, I have the paperwork. I just need to know who the solicitor is so that we can move forward with it. Is that Ms. Githiea? Did you work with Ms. Gith? Oh, yeah, it is. Apparently she's speaking with someone, so as soon as she comes back.
I can
in, I'll
handle
just-
that plea, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
And Judge, we have an announcement at the court's pleasure on Mr. Nigel Baker.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
We're gonna enter a not guilty plea and ask it to get returned to the division judge.
Okay, we'll return it to the division. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Were you able to work that other case out, Ms. Rockwell, also?
What I'm gonna do is Ms. Mormon heard my plea to the court. So I'm gonna call Ms. Githiea this afternoon and we're gonna try to pre-try that other one, Judge. And if not, Ms. Mormon said that she might be signing in tomorrow. She said she would appear for me.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But
y'all
my
have a-
client will at least be here, Judge. So if all else fails, just send it back to the division.
Okay, that's fine. You have a
Thank
good
you,
rest of
Jim.
your day, Ms. Rockwell.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the platform.
Sorry that it's coming to a close.
I know, no, you're not as sorry as I am. But listen, there's a lot to do down there. We'll find something for y'all to do. Y'all can come help in non-complex.
They
But
keep
have a
us-
good weekend too.
You too. Okay.
All right.
Ms. Waldrop,
Yes. Can I be placed in a breakout room with Attorney Ginyard for position 83?
okay.
Yes.
Mr. Ham,
Did y'all meant to send that breakout to me, Judge? I was about to sign out. Somebody tried to send me a breakout.
no, I'm sure that was done in error. Thank you.
Okay,
Please
thank you.
send it to me.
Okay. We ready on position number
6.
six? Mr.
Yes, Your
Baldy?
Honor.
Okay. Good morning again, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Ham?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the state of Georgia versus Nathan Baldy under 21 CR 0037331C. State is moving to reduce this charge from a DUI to amend the charge from a DUI to a reckless. State's recommendation is 12 months served 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, the balance to be served on probation, to complete 40 hours of community service, to take an alcohol drug evaluation, and any treatment that's deemed necessary, to take a risk reduction class, to complete 1 victim impact class, and to pay a $300 fine. And as far as the failure to maintain lane, the state will merge into the reckless, Your Honor. At this point, does the defense stipulate to a factual basis, venue, NID?
We'll stipulate to all that, sir. Can I request, are you opposed to having this terminator go down reporting after completion of terms?
State is not opposed to that.
Okay, terminate upon completion.
There you go.
Anything further, Mr. Majeski?
I wish, Judge, you're just so much fun to practice in front of, but no, nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Baldy, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003731C, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol
sir.
this morning? Let me finish the question first. I know you're anxious to get this over with.
You're making a recording.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Baldy. When you complete the terms of the probation, it will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation anymore. We'll give you where you need to report to probation while you're here today. I'll ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything further, counsel?
No, Judge, can I be excused?
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Ham, are you available at the present time?
Yes, I'm about to speak to Attorney Sonali Garg.
I believe that she's in, didn't she just go into the breakout room or not?
I still see her here.
Oh, okay. All right. So if we can place you, those two into a breakout room, please.
Your Honor, may I update the court?
Yes, Mr. Dodd. I'm ready for you.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, let me start out with position number 81, Gary Reed. Judge, that is our case. I needed to speak to Mr. Reed before I make an official announcement. We're requesting to send it back to division, Judge.
Okay, position 81, Mr. Reed, return to the division. Okay, is Mr. Reed with me?
Yes,
He
sir.
is.
Okay, you have everything you need from him, Mr. Dodd?
I do, Judge.
Okay, you're free to go, Mr. Reed. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, on position number 12, Kashari Blacknell, she does qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. We are requesting to send it back to division, so we'll have an opportunity to review discovery and all that, Judge, but she does qualify.
Okay.
Thank you, Marshall. Good day.
Ms. Blacknell, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. You're free to go this morning.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day, ma'am.
Your Honor, position number 28, Antonio Curry. He does not qualify. However, he wants to transfer it back to division. That'll give him plenty of time to retain counsel, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Curry, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so we're going to return your case to the division judge. In the meantime, you need to go ahead and, if you're going to hire counsel, go ahead and hire them so that they can be ready when you get back, okay?
Okay,
All right, you're free to go today, Mr. Curry. Have a good day.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Position number 38, Brian Foster. He does qualify, Judge.
Okay.
We're requesting transfer back to division.
All right. Mr. Foster, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, your case is going to be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. You have everything you need from him, Mr. Dodd?
I do, Judge.
All right, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Foster. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, sir.
And Judge, my final announcement for now is position number 40, Quintavious Gibson. Likewise, Judge, he does qualify, and we're requesting the case transferred back to division. I do have his contact information, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Gibson, are you with me? Mr. Gibson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. You're free to go this morning.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Do the same. Thank you, Mr. Gibson.
That's
Yes,
it for now, Judge.
okay. Ms. Waldrop?
Yes, Judge. On position number 83, Attorney Ginyard and I were not able to come to a resolution. We're asking that that case be returned to the division.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so position number 83, Quintina Ricks will be returned to the division. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor. May we please be excused?
Yes, you and Ms. Ricks are excused. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. You too, Judge.
Thank you. Who do you need to see next, Ms. Waldrop?
Yes, Your Honor, Attorney Middleton on position 108.
Okay,
I have a, announcement on position 49.
okay. So if we can place Middleton.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll place, Tony Middleton, we'll place you into a breakout room with Ms. Waldrop. Tell me again, Ms. Githia.
Oh, position 43, Ms. Humphries.
Okay,
The state is going to dismiss the charges and
Petition.
position 49 will be null prost. Ms. Humphries, okay. If you want to wait around for the null prost, I'm happy to sign it and give you a copy. If you want to call back later and get it, you can do that all. Say it again?
I'll wait for it.
Okay, so we'll be with you, Ms. Githia, if you can get that to me. Who's handling position 54?
I am.
Can we go ahead and place you into a breakout room?
Yes.
Ms. Blake Stewart, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're gonna place you into a breakout room now with Ms. Githia.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Is it Maddox?
Oh, she got it.
Maddox, right?
No,
Well.
And Judge,
Your
what
Honor.
are announcement when you are?
Can I make an announcement, Judge? If possible.
Yeah, I think Ms. Waldrop chimed in first, so let me
Oh,
take Ms.
yes.
Waldrop.
Yes, Your Honor. On position number 108, Attorney Middleton and I have spoken. He actually has, motions that, he said that he's filed, but for some reason they're not showing up in Odyssey, so he's going to file those. And so this case will be, need to be returned to the division to be heard on that.
Okay, 108, Javon Walker, will be returned to the division. Anything further this morning, Mr. Middleton?
No, that's about it, Your Honor. We just want to do a little follow-up, and she wants to make absolutely certain that everything is what we should.
Okay, very good. We'll return it to the division. You'll get notification of the next hearing date. Y'all are free to go this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's see, Ms. Waldrop, do you need to be placed in the breakout room with?
Yes, Judge. Attorney Garg on position 114. Stephen White.
I spoke with her.
Oh, okay, never mind, Judge.
Okay.
I can go in with the defendant, I think, on position number 88.
Okay,
He said he wanted to speak with the prosecutor.
yes, so, let's see, Mr. Ross, Deshaun Ross.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, activate your camera for me. Okay, we're gonna place you into a breakout room with Ms. Waldrop. Just remember, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's place Ms. Waldrop and Mr. Ross into a breakout room. Mr. Ham,
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready for whoever's next.
okay, I believe that the remainders are pro se. Position number 91, Mr. Scott, Percy Scott, you with me, Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott? I see you there, Mr. Percy Scott.
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, can you activate your camera?
He said the host, okay. I
Okay.
should be in,
All
I
right.
should be unmuted.
All right, so we're gonna place you into a breakout room with Mr. Ham. He's the solicitor. Know that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you, okay?
Understood.
All right, so we'll place him into a breakout room. Mr. Dad?
Thank you, Judge. Judge, on position number 61, Michael Lang, he's still on Zoom. He does qualify. We're requesting a transfer back to division, Judge.
Okay, you have everything you need from him?
I do, Judge.
You with me, Mr. Lang?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Given that you qualify, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day, sir.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Any other announcements?
Yes, Judge, one more. Position number 69, Marcus Lumpkin. Same announcement, Judge. He does qualify. We're requesting transfer back to division.
Okay. 69. Mr. Lumpkin, division. You with me, Mr. Lumpkin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your case is being returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. You're free to go today. You have a good day, sir.
Likewise.
Thank you. Okay,
Judge, that's all I have for now. I'm gonna go through the chat line, or in my calendar, see who else is left. I don't know. But I'll just have to double check and see what's going on, Judge.
okay. I still have a list on mine, so if you need some assistance, let me know.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Githier.
An announcement for position 54, Derek Johnson.
Yes.
This is going to get returned to the division. I did tell Ms. Blake Stewart I'm going to still look into it, but in the interim, it can be returned back to the division.
Okay, very good. Ms. Blake Stewart, your case, Mr. Johnson's case will be returned to the division judge. You all will get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
You too, bye.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Ms. Githier, are you ready for someone? I think we have all pro se that are left.
Okay.
Let's see, I believe that we are on position number 99. Ms. Tannen, you with me, Ms. Tannen?
Yeah.
Okay, activate your camera
This
for
is
me. ma'am.
actually a case that Ms. Waldrop, but I'll speak with Ms. Waldrop really quickly and then I can see if I can help Ms. Tannen.
Okay, she's in a breakout room,
Okay.
so we'll just go on to the next one for now. We'll be with you, Ms. Tannen. Ms. Githier needs to speak with another solicitor regarding your case, okay?
You have any other ones from positions 1
Yes.
through 60?
1 through 60, I do not. They are all, I believe all the rest of them are higher numbers.
Okay, I'll speak with Ms. Waldrop.
Okay. So you wouldn't like to take any of the other ones that are beyond 160? Beyond 60?
I mean, yeah, I would have to, refer to her notes.
Okay, all right, so I'll wait for her to,
Okay.
Did we get, a call to Miss, Attorney Partridge?
yes, Miss Helen, I'm ready.
Position number 32, Mr. Dooley, he's present here in court, Judge. That is a PD case, and we're gonna ask for it to be returned to division for a jury trial.
Okay. He qualifies.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything further you need from Mr. Dooley?
I do not. Can he be excused?
Yes, Mr. Dooley?
Go ahead and stand up for us.
Yeah, you're free to go this morning. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Have a good day. Did you get your question answered, Mr. Dooley?
No, I did, but thank you.
Okay,
The next position I have is position 75, Ms. Owens. Go ahead and stand for us. Judge, she does qualify, and we are going to ask that this be sent to the division with the request for a jury trial.
okay, you have. everything-
75? I'm sorry.
You have everything you need from.
I
Ms.
do,
Owens?
Judge, and she has filed an up-to-date address change with the court.
Okay, very good. You're free to go, this morning, Ms. Owens. Your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, ma'am. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Mr. Phillips, position 76 is here in court. Go ahead and stand up, Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips was already being represented by the Public Defender's Office. We're asked that this be returned to division with a request for a jury trial.
Okay. And you have everything you need from Mr. Phillips?
I do. He has submitted an updated address change because he no longer lives in Georgia. He lives in Illinois.
Okay, very good. You are free to go this morning, Mr. Phillips. You'll get notification.
Well, I
How does that work? Would I get to be able to do the Zoom next time or?
Um,
Come back to Jordan?
You could have done the Zoom this time. I'm not sure how Judge Dixon handles her courtroom. So your case is going to be returned to the division judge, who's going to be Judge Myra Dixon. So if she does Zoom, then you are certainly able to appear over Zoom. Okay, but I can't tell you because I'm not sure if she conducts her cases over Zoom or not. Okay, all right. Good luck to you, sir.
My next position is position 100, Mr. Texas. Go ahead and stand for us. Judge, he was already being represented by the Public Defender's Office. We're asking this be returned to the division with a request for, actually just a return to the division. I think he's still determining whether or not he wants to do a jury trial or something different.
Okay. Mr. Texas, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. All right. Yes, sir.
I did fill out this information in my address.
Okay.
And I spoke with the attorney here, with this address change. I don't know why I don't receive any type of notifications for mail. I've had other legal matters dealing with my address for where I stay to receive mail, and I've yet to get any type of mail. There's somewhere in the building I can go to make sure that the address is lived with, or.
Well, we can pull it up right now to make sure that we have it in there. Can we pull up his address to see what we have?
Yes.
Thank you.
And this is for case
100, Mr. Willie, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. Judge?
Yes.
In the interim, positions 93 and 94, I have an attorney, Parker's on the line. He said they have overlooked the notice, but he lost his job about a week and a half ago.
Okay, tell him that I'm sorry to hear that, and that we will return his cases to the division judge.
He said, okay, that's.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Mr. Texas, you want to verify your address for me?
Yes, ma'am. It is 953 Washington Street, Southwest Atlanta, Unit 6, 30315.
Okay, and your phone number?
My phone number is 404-839-2920.
Okay, so that's your phone number. There's a discrepancy there, so let me.
We did fill out
A
the
new
change.
form?
Mhm,
You
with
have a
that
new
number
form on
updated.
Mr. Texas?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yes.
this attorney here that is vocally helped me out for the record. She was really thorough with everything, dealing with the case and opinion. She was able to answer all my questions and also give me like great advice for the case I have pending. So I just want to thank her and thank you, the court.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. Ms. Helen's an excellent attorney. We're glad to have her. Thank you, sir.
Is Mr. Texas excused?
Once we verify and his information, which I think we have, you're free to go, sir. Have a good day.
My next two positions, Judge, are position 118, Larry Williams, who's here, President Court Judge. I do have his application. He does not qualify for our services. However, we are requesting that this be returned to the division so that he can get an opportunity to hire private counsel.
Okay, Mr. Williams, I'll return it to the division judge. Go ahead and hire an attorney as soon as you can so that when you get notification of your next hearing date, you'll have someone to represent you, okay?
I have a question to you.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
know, like a time frame, like when I get a court date?
I'm sorry, I cannot tell you because once we return this to the division judge, they'll send out their notices and I'm not sure where they are in that process, okay? All right, if nothing further, you have a good day, Mr. Williams.
My next position is position 119, Raider Williams. He's present here in court, Judge. He also applied. I do have his application. He did not qualify for our services, but we are requesting that this be returned to the division with an opportunity for him to hire private counsel.
Okay, same with you, Mr. Williams. We'll return it to the division. Go ahead and see if you can hire counsel as soon as possible so that when you get your next notification that you'll have someone representing you, okay? If nothing further, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Williams. Have a good day.
Got one last position, Judge. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
And Judge, we do have position 14, Mr. Branford. He's been here since the beginning of the court appearance, Judge. This was already a public defender case, and we're asking for it to be returned to the division.
Okay.
Position 14, I apologize.
Okay. I already have down that we returned it to the division, so you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Okay, you're free to go this morning. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Judge, I do believe that's all my positions unless there are some others online.
Okay, let me take an announcement from Ms. Waldrop, and then I'll touch base with you, Ms. Helen. Yes, you have an announcement, Ms. Waldrop?
Yes, Judge, on position number 88, Mr. Deshaun Ross.
Okay.
Judge, he's indicated that he would like to resolve his case with a plea this morning. I'm gonna send him over some DocuSign paperwork. I do think that he needs to speak to just a public defender about the issue of first offender, just so that it can be explained to him and he can understand that. And then I can send him over that paperwork.
Okay. Can I get either Ms. Helen or Mr. Haddad to speak with him? Ms. Helen, would you mind giving him a call?
Sure, I'll log on in
Position 88.
88.
So Mr. Ross,
You wanna
Okay.
call him?
I'm gonna
Yes, sir.
have Ms. Helen call you to maybe help you with any questions that you might have. If you'll put your number back in the chat for me, so it'll be at the bottom so that she can give you a call.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
I'm sorry.
oh, I'm sorry, Judge, I can speak with position 91.
Okay, I think Mr. Percy went into a breakout
Oh.
room with Mr. Ham. I believe the
Okay.
next one is 99.
99.
That was the one that you had asked me to speak with. Your
Oh,
Honor,
right.
replacing the breakout with Ms. Tannen.
So you've already spoken with Ms. Waldrop about Ms. Tannen?
Yes, so if
Okay.
I can be in a breakout with Ms. Tannen.
Okay, so we'll do that. Ms. Tannen, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so activate your camera for me, and we're gonna place you into a breakout room with Ms. Githia. And
Okay.
thank you, Ms. Waldrop. I believe the next one is 105.
Ms. Thornton.
Yes, Ms. Thornton. Ms. Thornton, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm going to activate my camera.
Okay, thank you. All right, there you go. We'll place you into a breakout room with Ms. Waldrop.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Dad, do you have an announcement for me?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I think I had the sound off and just realized it a second ago. So, Judge, on position number 106, Ms. Towns, she does qualify, Judge. We're requesting the case be sent back to division. I think the case will end up being worked out, but we just can't get it done today.
Okay. Ms. Towns qualifies. Ms. Towns, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have everything you need from her, Mr. Dad?
I do, Judge.
All right, Ms. Towns, you're free to go this morning. You'll get notification of your next hearing date.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You do the same. Any other announcements?
Yes, Judge. Position number 116, Judge Alvin Williams. He does not qualify. He'll need a little bit of time to retain an attorney, Judge. So in light of ORCA ending, I think that works well for him that way, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Alvin Williams, are you with me? Mr. Williams? Mr.
Judge,
Williams?
yeah, it looks like he's on. I don't know. Maybe he disconnects or not disconnect, but muted to use his phone. But
Okay. I'll let him know when he comes back on.
Hello?
There he goes. Mr. Williams, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very
Yes.
good. Mr. Williams, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. You should go ahead and if you're gonna hire an attorney, go ahead and do that as soon as you can, so you'll have someone representing you when you get notice, okay?
Okay, other thing I want to ask, I don't understand, how could I be, I could have one because I was sent an email that said somebody was gonna be my public offender. And then after 3 years, I don't get contacted and then,
Well, apparently your circumstances changed for the better, Mr. Williams,
Yes, sir.
and apparently you don't qualify at the present time
Okay.
for their services, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that might be the reason that in the last number of years, your circumstances have changed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In that event, go ahead and see if you can hire yourself somebody. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. If nothing further, you have a good day, sir.
Oh, what about the address change?
Okay, go ahead and let's see. Can you put your address in the chat for me?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your address and your phone number in the chat for me, and I'll have Ms. Smith make sure that we have it updated, okay?
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Once you do that, you're free to go.
All right, thank you, sir. You have a great day now.
You do the same. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other announcements?
Judge, I just want to confirm position number 79 needed to speak to our office.
Okay, and that is 79.
Rapier or Rapier.
Donald, Mr. Rapier?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you still need to speak with someone? Have you spoken with anybody yet?
No, I haven't. I just need to
Okay.
file the application.
Okay, so hold on a second. So can we place you into a breakout room with him, Mr. Dodd?
That's fine too. Or a phone call is fine, whichever.
What would you prefer?
It really doesn't matter.
Okay, so why don't we just, since you're here, just place you into a breakout room?
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, so let's, and pronounce, Donald, can you pronounce your last name for me, please?
Yeah, it's Rapier.
Rapier. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry I've been mispronouncing it this whole time, Mr. Rapier. We'll place you into a breakout room.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, I also have an
you.
announcement.
Okay, and go ahead, tell me your client's name.
It's position
It's
114, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes.
Solicitor Ham and I spoke in the breakout room, and I think I did receive his email, but I believe he wasn't able to send me the written discovery. So we're still working on that, and I have received the recommendation. I do have the videos, but I think at this time we're going to ask that be transferred back to the division judge.
Okay, so Mr. White's case, position 114, we'll return it to the division. You all will get notification of your next hearing date. Anything further on this matter this morning?
No, Judge, that concludes my business. May my client and I be excused.
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, on position 91, Percy Scott Jr.,
Yes,
he's requesting to speak to a public defender.
okay. So, Mr. Scott, as soon as I have a public defender available, I'll have them contact you. Go ahead and put your number in the chat for me again, so that they'll have it on the ready, okay? And let's see. Mr. Ham, can you speak with anyone else at the present time?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm available.
Okay, 112, I believe, has not been spoken to. Sebastian Wells. Mr. Wells, are you with me? I see him there. He's. And I know, Mr. Deshaun Ross, have you spoken with anyone? Ms. Helen?
Did you call my name?
Have you spoken with anyone, Mr. Ross?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Yeah, for the
Oh,
public
right,
defender
right,
and
right, right.
Madison.
Okay. So Mr. Ross, Ms. Helen is waiting to speak with a solicitor. I mean, with a public defender after speaking with a solicitor. Would you mind giving him a call?
Is that the one he was asking about first offenders?
Yeah, I just got off the phone with her.
Yeah, we just talked.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. And I also believe position 99. No, not 99, 91.
I think Mr. Scott.
91, Mr. Scott. Was it Mr. Scott that needed to speak with a public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So it's Mr. Scott, Ms. Helen. He's position 91.
He said he was pro se, so no longer pro se?
He wanted to speak with his solicitor. He spoke with his solicitor. Now he wants to speak with the public defender.
Understood, Judge. Can he put can I get his phone number on a sticky note?
Yes. We can write it down for you.
Thank you so much, Judge. Scott,
Yes, he's the last one there.
91.
Okay, so, Mr. Scott, Ms. Helen's gonna call you. All right, so, let's see. Sebastian Wells. Mr. Wells? He's not responding. Do you have an announcement, Ms. Waldrop? Okay,
He doesn't even have a phone
I'm
number.
sorry, yes, Judge, I do.
okay,
Judge, on position number, looks like it is 105, Ms. Thornton.
okay,
We did come to a resolution, and so that will be a plea this morning. I'm going to send over the plea paperwork by DocuSign.
okay, very good, thank you.
Yes.
And Judge, can Mr. Scott put his phone number in the chat?
He doesn't have a phone number in our database.
Mr. Scott, can you hear us?
Oh, it's in the chat already.
105 Thornton. I'll get it for you. Thank you.
Here, I'll give it to you.
And Judge, if I may inquire of Mr. Ross really quickly.
Mr. Ross?
Mr. Ross, did you still want to proceed with the plea after speaking to the public defender?
Just to confirm that it's going to be online reporting.
Well, you live in Texas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So it'll have to be remote reporting.
Remote reporting. So that's online.
I
That
believe
means
that's by phone. Is that by phone, Judge?
Yeah, you can do it by phone, Mr. Ross.
okay. Yes, I'm willing to accept.
Okay, can I get your email address so I can send you the plea paperwork by DocuSign?
In the chat.
Sure, you can put it in the chat. Thank you, Judge, and I'll get that plea paperwork over.
Okay, thank you. All right, so any other announcements?
I do, Judge, position number 79.
Okay,
Mr. Rapier. Of course, I'm trying to remember. Having a difficult name myself, Judge, I can relate. In any event, Judge, he does qualify. We're requesting the case go back to division, Judge.
okay. Your case will be returned to the division judge, sir. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. And if nothing further, you are free to go this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Sebastian Wells, I'm still sounding for you. You with me, Mr. Wells? Any other announcements?
No, Judge, I think that's all. Obviously, I'll stay online, but I think we interviewed, at least I interviewed everybody online. unless I'm missing somebody.
Janine. Your Honor, 99.
Yes, I think Ms. Githier is still speaking with her. Okay, is there anyone that's online? I don't have anyone in the courtroom with me anymore. Anyone online that needs to speak with a public defender? Anyone else that needs to speak with a public defender? And I know that Mr. Wells needed to speak with a solicitor, but he is not,
You want us to call him, Your Honor?
yes, please. So, Mr. Haddad, I think that that's everyone is for that. I don't have anyone here in court with me, and it doesn't appear that there's anybody else online.
Judge, I'll stay just to go over the calendar with everybody unless the
Okay,
sergeant done.
all right. Thank
Am
you.
I still needed?
Yes, Mr. Ross, it's my understanding that that he's entering into a plea this morning. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you gotten I believe the paperwork is being sent to you at the present time.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Lorenzo? That number's taking me straight to voicemail. Probably don't recognize my numbers.
Just let him know we're waiting for him on the Zoom call.
Cell phone. Try this one. Okay. Put the dial 9 to use these. Felicia, you have the dial 9. Okay, I just dialed straight on. Regular number. 3 9. Your Honor, tried both numbers, but Wales. Thornton and Ross, are we waiting on paperwork? Oh, they're outside. They're outside at Grub and Groove today. Yeah. I already got it on my. I'm deal for people yesterday. Our next week is CIT calendar, so that whole week, unless you're going to court with them. You
No,
gonna-
I don't go for,
Let's see, lots of
I
time.
go, I go back with you and then I'm done. Next good motion.
Um, he did give me information so that I could fill out his application over the phone. He does not qualify for our services. However, he would like an opportunity to hire private counsel and then have this case sent back to the division. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Scott, are you?
I'm gonna text him the link again. He said he had a paper notification, but I just sent him a link.
Position number 91, was this in traffic court to start with? I mean, all he has is this failure to maintain lane. Did he request a jury trial in traffic court?
So yes, Your Honor, I did make a recommendation to reduce it to basic rules and just a fine so we can dispose of the case. He says that he's actually paying someone to have his license reinstated. And so I'm not sure why that is, but he has documentation. So he would rather sort all that out before he proceeds.
Attorney ASG Ham is absolutely correct. I just spoke with Mr. Scott. Although he does not qualify, he's done some other outside payments with the attorneys for not himself, but who are essentially representing the defendant in this case, if not him. And he's been paying them to reinstate his license, and he had questions about that. And I had no way to give him any information other than to say, since he didn't qualify, to hire an attorney who he could then give the mitigating documentation to maybe be able to give him an answer. Just for the record, the payments are not for failure to maintain lane. They're absolutely nothing to do with that. They, well, according to Mr. Scott, have everything to do with reinstating his license through the DMV.
Well, his license wouldn't have been suspended off of a failure to maintain lane, would it?
Well, he had a failure to appear.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think his license was suspended due to the failure to appear. And for some reason, the civil attorney has used that as means to recoup. I'm not sure how that happened and why that took place. That's typically not something that happens. Why he's paying them to reinstate his license.
How you
So,
just said it and how you just worded it is exactly what's going on.
right. That's typically not something that happens. So,
And
it
I
doesn't
can
have
respect
anything to do with this particular case. So he's rather sort all that out before he proceeds with this case.
Okay. All right. So I'll allow you to do that. Mr. Scott, I'm sorry that we can't get this resolved here and get this behind you. But who is your attorney that's helping you with this?
I don't have one. I thought I could use the public offenders, but they stated that I couldn't.
Well, who was helping you to reinstate your license?
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
So do we have his license suspended,
No, his license is reinstated. So, I mean, off the record, it sounds like some sort of scam, but
right.
And I would believe that it was a scam if literally the paperwork didn't get my license back. It's not a he say, she said. Literally, their paperwork got me my license back. So it has to be some validity to it.
Okay, so you have a license now. What is, and you
I'm
still
literally-
have this,
I'm literally moving paperwork right now to give you
Okay.
the name of the company. Randall W. Parnell, PC, attorney at law. I
Okay.
literally have the paperwork in front of me.
All right, so
That's a release.
I'm just trying to figure out what all, if you have your license back, Mr. Scott, and your license had to do with you not coming to court at a certain time. So that would be a failure to appear. That's something that's different than this failure to maintain lane. So
But the failure to maintain lane was the initial case that
right, exactly.
warranted the bench warrant.
Right.
Yes, I understand all that.
Okay, so you haven't
But-
you haven't resolved that underlying charge yet, but you
No,
seem
sir,
like
I have not.
you've already resolved the bench warrant charge, right?
No, and in my words, this is not a resolve because this is something that I will be ongoing paying. Yes, I paid a lump sum to obtain the release and to get my license back. But if your court is saying that no, this shouldn't have been able to be done, or literally I'm talking to a judge and his attorney team, and you're stating as an attorney team that this shouldn't have been able to be done, or you're not sure of how this done. So if I resolve this, I have no problem with resolving this today. If it gets dropped down or however, if it's resolved, it's resolved. But I don't want to resolve it in the instance of saying, hey, I still have a ongoing payment that I'm paying them that will equal out to something like $11,000.
This court would have nothing to do with that, though. I mean, I don't know what kind of contract you signed that might have gotten you into that situation, if you signed something or not, but this has nothing to do with that. That sounds like a civil matter that you're dealing with as far as you paying a company ongoing money.
I get exactly what you're saying, but my evidence to these people, if I have to go further and get my own attorney to go after these people, because if I deal with this, yes, I'm dealing with it. But if these people have the power to hem my license up again, then I'm at a standstill in life.
Okay, I don't
And
know
and
what,
it's
I don't,
because off of this case, off of the initial case. Because
okay,
basically it seems like I've lost the initial case because I failed to appear. And this is the ramifications of me losing. So that's what it's looking like to me.
I don't
And
know
I
what
am
you mean. I don't
paying.
understand what you mean by, you have a, you had a charge of, failure to maintain lane. I take it that was an accident involved?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so an accident was involved, so that was your initial,
Yes, sir.
that got you to this court.
Yes,
When you
sir.
didn't show up, that's when your license was suspended, I guess, because you didn't show up. And normally what happens is that once you do show up, we'll lift that suspension. So I don't know what you did as far as paying somebody to a lot of money to make that go away, but and I still don't know how that would affect this charge, even if you resolve that. You'd still have this charge.
No, I'm not saying that it will, but if you listen to the how it just trickled down, wouldn't that be the fruit of the same poison tree? I understand that this is something that I will have to deal with in itself, based
Regardless
off
of
of
what,
what you're saying.
regardless of what you do with this charge, this underlying charge, you still have an action if you have one for against whomever charged you that money possibly. The two don't have anything to do with one another.
They do, but I get why you're saying that.
Okay, well, I'm going to return you to the division judge. You just know that once you get back to the division judge, you're going to have a
Hold on,
different.
you're breaking up, Judge. I'm not hearing anything you said. After you said division, I didn't catch anything clearly.
Okay. Once this is returned to the division judge, you're going to get new solicitors. Given that this was an accident, you might not get the same deal that you're getting here today. He's willing to reduce it to a basic rules violation, which won't be on your history and won't carry any points with it. And you'll only have a fine. So
Okay,
you
so
you
what would
might
be that fine? So let's do this.
What I'm saying is that you might not get that same deal when you go back to the division. You know, they might say that they want, because it was an accident, that they want you to plead guilty to the failure to yield, which is something that's going to be on your record and doesn't carry and carries points with it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so let's do it like this. So the deal on the table today is what?
Reduction to basic rule violation and $150 fine.
Okay, that's completely fine. So say it one more time, just so I'm clear, because you're breaking up a little bit.
Sure. Reduction from failure to maintain lane to basic rules violation, and you will have to pay $150 fine.
So a deduction to, and what does that hold, that phrasing that you gave, or what did that deduction hold? So no points on license. I'm listening.
No points on license. Typically doesn't show up, and you just pay $150 fine, and the case is done.
Understood. I agree. I'll do that. Will you send me the information? And how soon do I need to pay the fine?
How soon can you pay it? It's going to have
Monday.
It's going to have court costs with it, so it's going to be a little bit more than 150.
Y'all close before I can get off today. If I come down to our office tomorrow and pay it in person,
okay, yeah,
tomorrow morning, is that a problem?
That's not a problem.
So will you send me the information of everybody that I need to see, or what office am I going to?
Okay, well, we're gonna have to fill out some paperwork today. Y'all gonna be here tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can we, it seems like this might be easier to, you gonna be here tomorrow, Mr. Ham?
I can be.
Okay, well, I know somebody from your office is gonna be here. It might be easier for him to fill out the paperwork in person, since he's already gonna be coming down here. So why don't you do this, Mr. Scott? We have court down here tomorrow morning. It's in courtroom G33. We can get you directions. So we'll have paperwork for you to fill out, and you can pay the fine. So you can just be done with this all at one time, okay?
Understood. And then I get the copy of the dissolution right there.
Yeah, right. You'll have everything. We won't have to go back and forth with the paperwork, but so you'll be here. So just come on down tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll put you on a add-on calendar for tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And we'll dispose of everything then, okay?
Understood. Could she text me that information? Or do I need to grab a pen right quick?
We can put it in the chat for you. Can we put where he needs to come
Thank you,
into
sir.
the chat?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, so. Good, Mr. Scott. I'm glad that we're able to handle this and we don't have to keep pushing this off. Okay, once you get the information, Mr. Scott, you're free to go and we will inform, Ms. Githier, are you gonna be here tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
I
and
was
you've
gonna
heard,
mute
and
myself. Yes, I'll be here.
okay, and you've heard our conversation? I don't want to tie Mr. Ham up if I don't have
Say
to.
that one more time.
I said, did you just hear our conversation?
I heard bits and pieces of it, but I'll be here tomorrow and I can help Mr. Scott.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, when you put that information in, Mr. Scott, we'll get you where you need to come tomorrow and then you're free to go for today.
Understood.
Very, very good. Any other announcements?
Not from me, Judge, and I don't know if anyone else is waiting on the Zoom call to speak, the public defender.
I don't believe so. So have we already, let's just go through. So that's Mr. Scott. We are resetting for 9/6. And we're still getting the plea paperwork ready on positions 88 and 105.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And what's going on with position 99, Ms. Tannen?
Your Honor, Ms. Tanner was offered diversion, which she accepted.
Okay,
So we can have that just I guess, return to the division, to give her time to complete it.
okay, all right. So, Ms. Tannen, because you've accepted diversion, we're gonna return your case to the division judge, so that you go ahead and get the, what's necessary done for diversion so that we can, get that case null processed, okay?
Okay, quick question. I forgot to ask Ms. Gutierrez, where do I pay the admission fee for the program?
Once
Or
we
who
get
do I
that
pay it to?
form back, our office is gonna contact you with that information.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that the only thing that we're waiting on, would be the,
Nothing has come through yet, Your Honor.
okay. So we're waiting on the plea paperwork and position 112 is not, we tried to call him. We tried, so Sebastian Wells. Given that Mr. Wells has been here, I am going to return his case to the division judge. So I
And
think
Judge, I did send over the plea paperwork for Ms. Thornton and Mr. Ross. So they
Okay.
should have that.
Thank you.
Quick question, Your Honor. Am I dismissed?
Yes, Ms. Tanner, you're dismissed.
Okay.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Remember what Wells' issue was?
What do you, well, we can't, what do you mean? What
He was
is,
talking to the solicitors.
he wanted to, but he's not come back on.
Just trying to keep up with the notes from Ms. James. Let's say. And is that correct? Mr. Wells didn't make application with you all?
He wanted to speak with the solicitor.
Yeah, it's pro se.
Right.
Oh, wait, number 112,
Yes.
Sebastian Wells? Oh, no, I thought, he spoke to Mr. Haddad, I'm not sure. He didn't speak to me. I'd ask Mr. Haddad if he spoke to him.
I did not speak to Mr. Wells.
No, it wasn't it was my understanding he wanted to speak with a solicitor. He
Okay,
never wanted to speak with a public defender.
okay.
Sorry, I had him down as apply for PD.
Yeah, I think that's what he said originally.
What was saying?
Okay, has any of that come through?
Oh, Your Honor, not yet.
While we're waiting, can we go over the calendar? Are you ready for that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So just so we don't waste any time, while we're waiting for the paperwork to come through that has not, let's see if we can go over the calendar so we can get that out of the way at least.
ORCA status, position 1, null pros. Position 2, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 3, FTA bench warrant. Position 4, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 5, FTA bench warrant. Position 6, plea. Position 7, return to division, further notice status. Position 8, return to division, further notice status. Position 9, FTA bench warrant. Position 10, FTA bench warrant. Position 11, return to the division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 12, return to division, further notice status. Position 13, plea. Position 14, return to division, further notice status. Position 15, FTA bench warrant. Position 16, FTA bench warrant. Position 17, FTA bench warrant. Position 18, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 19, return to division, further notice status. Position 20, return to division, further notice status. Position 21, return to division, further notice status. Position 22, FTA bench warrant. Position 23, FTA bench warrant. Position 24, return to division, further notice status. Position 25, FTA bench warrant. Position 26, FTA bench warrant. Position 27, FTA bench warrant. Position 28, return to division, further notice status. Position 29, return to division, further notice status. Position 30, FTA bench warrant. Position 31, closed, final disposition entered. Position 32, return to division, further notice status, jury trial demand. Position 33, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 34, FTA bench warrant. Position 35, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 36, FTA bench warrant. Position 37, return to division, further notice status. Position 38, return to division, further notice status. Position 39, FTA bench warrant. Position 40, return to division, further notice status. Position 41, FTA bench warrant. Position 42, return to division, further notice status. Position 43, return to division, further notice status. Position 44, FTA bench warrant. Position 45, FTA bench warrant. Position 46, return to division, further notice status. Position 47, FTA bench warrant. Position 48, return to division, further notice status. Position 49, null pros. Position 50, return to division, further notice status. Position 51, FTA bench warrant. Position 52, FTA bench warrant. Position 53, FTA bench warrant. Position 54, return to division, further notice status. Position 55, return to division, further notice status. Position 56, FTA bench warrant. Position 57, return to division, further notice status. Position 58, null pros. Position 59, return to division, further notice status. Position 60, return to division, further notice status. Position 61, return to division, further notice status. Position 62, return to division, further notice status. Position 63, return to division, further notice status. Position 64, FTA bench warrant. Position 65, FTA bench warrant. Position 66, FTA bench warrant. Position 67, return to division, further notice status. Position 68, return to the division, further notice status. Position 69, return to division, further notice status. Position 70, return to division, further notice status. Position 71, FTA bench warrant. Position 72, return to division, further notice status. Position 73, FTA bench warrant. Position 74, FTA bench warrant. Position 75, return to division, further notice status, jury trial demand. Position 76, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 77, FTA bench warrant. Position 78, FTA bench warrant. Position 79, return to division, further notice status. Position 80, return to division, further notice status. Position 81, return to division, further notice status. Position 82, FTA bench warrant. Position 83, return to division, further notice, jury trial demand. Position 84, return to division, further notice status. Position 85, return to division, further notice status. Position 86, return to division, further notice status. Position 87, return to division, further notice status. Position 88, plea. Position 89, return to division, further notice status. Position 90, return to division, further notice status. Position 91, reset add-on calendar tomorrow, 9 a.m. Position 92, return to division, further notice status. Position 93, return to division, further notice status. Position 94, return to division, further notice status. Position 95, return to division, further notice status. Position 96, FTA bench warrant. Position 97, FTA bench warrant. Position 98, FTA bench warrant. Position 99, return to division, further notice status. Diversion referral. Position 100, return to division, further notice status. Position 101, FTA bench warrant. Position 102, FTA bench warrant. Position 103, FTA bench warrant. Position 104, SAP calendar, next calendar. Position 105, plea. Position 106, return to division, further notice status. Position 107, null pros. Position 108, return to division, further notice motions. Position 109, FTA bench warrant. Position 10, FTA bench warrant. Position 11, return to division, further notice status. Position 12, return to division, further notice status. Position 113, FTA bench warrant. Position 114, return to division, further notice status. Position 115, FTA bench warrant. Position 116, return to division, further notice status. Position 117, return to division, further notice status. Position 118, return to division, further notice status. Position 119, return to division, further notice status. Position 120, FTA bench warrant.
Quick question, what was position 13 and 14?
Position 13, plea. Position 14, return to division, further notice status.
Thank you.
Position 15, I believe I wanted it returned to the division, not a bench warrant.
Okay. Correction to the record, position 15. Return to division, further notice status, no bench warrant.
Let's see, Mr. Toller. You with me, Mr. Toller?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning. Are you here on Shauna Holyfield case?
That is correct.
We returned that case to the division judge, so you'll get notification of your next hearing date.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day.
You have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for your patience with me.
Not a problem.
Bye-bye.
And Judge, may I be excused?
Hold on 1 second for me.
Great chicken.
Who is this?
Position 107.
Yeah, Mr. Trim?
It was a null.
Yes,
pro-
Judge.
It's like,
Your case was null pros. Your case was dismissed. You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You
Thank
too.
you, Mr. Dad. You're free to go also. Have a good rest of your day.
all right, thank you, Judge.
You as well, Miss Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, has the paperwork come through?
No, Your Honor, nothing has come through.
I'm not getting the paperwork to my email. This is Teresa Thornton. It's not coming to my email, so I put another email address in there to try that one.
I'll send it to the new one.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, they're on all fronts. That's fine.
Yes. Thank you. And that looks like everything's going. Yeah, the paperwork for Ross coming in,
Okay, thank you. Okay, we ready with Mr. Ross? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. And Waldrop,
Yes, Judge, I'm ready.
all right, Mr. Ross, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Ross. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se today without the advice of an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Waldrop.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ross is charged with 1 count of battery family violence. We did come to an agreement on a sentence, and that is for 12 months on probation for Mr. Ross to complete the domestic violence intervention program. as well as an alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment deemed necessary. He is to have no further violent contact with Ms. Tyler Tolson and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on probation. Judge, we did agree that it could terminate upon successful completion of all conditions. I explained to him that he would need to either find a domestic violence intervention program here in Georgia that is state certified that he could take online, or find the equivalent in his home state, which I believe he resides in Texas. Other than that, Judge, he is taking this plea under first offender. I've reviewed his criminal history. It does appear that he is eligible. Mr. Ross, do you stipulate to a factual basis, venue, and identification for purposes of the plea today?
One more time, can you repeat that last part?
Yes, do you stipulate to identification, venue, and a factual basis for purposes of the plea today?
You
Honestly,
may
don't even know
not,
what that
you may
means.
not know what that means,
Yeah.
so you'll explain it to him, Ms. Walker?
Yes, so are you stipulating that this occurred in Fulton County and that is the appropriate jurisdiction or venue? Are you in agreement that you are the person as named and charged in the accusation 21 CR 004-175C, and that there is a factual basis for the charge?
Yes.
Nothing further from the state judge.
Okay. Mr. Ross, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004-175C, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You understand that you have a right to be represented by counsel in this case, and that you've chosen not to be represented by counsel and proceed pro se. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you have the opportunity to go through this plea sheet line by line?
Yes.
And is this your signature at the bottom of the sheet?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you've given up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
And do you give this plea freely and voluntarily with a full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Ross. Let's see. We'll send you where you need to report to probation. You can report by phone. When you complete the terms of the probation, it will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation anymore, okay?
As far as the evaluation and the classes?
As far as everything that you're required to do, yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you will put your email address in the chat for me, I'll have the litigation manager, Ms. Smith, send you the information on probation. I ask that you get in touch with him in the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and do that. And once you put that in the chat, then you are free to go today, okay?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
All right, it's in the chat. Okay, very good. Any questions for me, sir?
No, sir.
All right, you have a good rest of your day.
Sure.
Okay, so now we are waiting on 105.
And Judge, I did send it. I show that she has viewed it, so she, I believe, is in the process of filling that out.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And Judge, Ms. Thornton has advised that she's completed the plea paperwork, so Ms. Smith, you should have it in your inbox.
What about? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, as soon as we get it, we'll take the plea.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was just telling you an example. Here's a good.
Did I send it? Hang on.
Ms. Thornton, did you make sure to hit that button that said finished?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Let me see that again, Shanti.
Okay, Ms. Thornton, I got your paperwork. You can unmute yourself for me, please.
Okay.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can place your hand down. Ms. Thornton, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se today. That's without the advice of an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Waldrop.
Yes, Judge. Ms. Thornton is pleading NOLO to one count of simple battery. We came to a negotiated plea for a sentence of 12 months. probation, for her to complete 4 sessions of anger management and have no further violent contact with Mr. Orinthian Lindsay. We did agree that that probation would terminate upon successful completion of all conditions. Ms. Thornton, do you stipulate to factual basis, venue, and identification? That is, do you agree that this occurred in Fulton County, that you are the person as charged in the accusation, and that there's a factual basis for the charge of simple battery for purposes of the plea today?
Yes, I do.
Nothing further from the state judge.
Okay. Ms. Thornton, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004989C, you wish to plead nolo contendere to simple battery, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been given the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you have an opportunity to review the entire plea sheet?
Yes.
And did you review that sheet line by line?
Yes.
And is this your signature at the bottom?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading nolo to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead nolo?
No.
I'll accept the nolo plea as negotiated. Ms. Thornton, when you complete the terms of the probation, it will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation. We'll send you where you need to report for probation. Today, I ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so. So
Okay.
if you can place your email address in the chat for me, I'll have Ms. Smith get you the information on probation, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, were you able to place it in the chat? I haven't seen it come up.
Yes, I did put it in the chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I put it in the direct messages to Angela. Let me fix that.
Okay.
THORNTON@gmail.com, phone number 770 at the top here. She already sent it.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, we've got it. You have any other questions for me, Ms. Thornton?
No, I do not.
All right, have a good day, ma'am.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, I believe that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.
You
Have an awesome week.